I'm back once again at Sunset Dental here with my friend Dr. Van Dyke, and we've been having a discussion about grinding our teeth and how it relates to headaches and so on. When someone comes in, you look for those signs, those particular wear signs that would signal to you that someone's grinding their teeth. And you've got an apparatus here that can kind of point that out.
Well, what we left it at last time, we were talking about lingual tori, and all that is, it's a bump of bone that develops kind of in the middle of the jawbone, so behind in the tongue area of the mouth and about halfway down the jaw. Okay. And they get bigger and bigger with age in someone who's a clencher. So if they're a primary clencher versus grinder, we'll see these big developments of bone starting under the tongue.
Interesting. So that's another thing you look for once the mouth is
very
open.
common.
Okay.
Very common.
All right. And then obviously there's got to be wear patterns in the teeth. Are they typically in the back of the mouth where you see
Yeah, they are. They're, well, front of the mouth, back of the mouth. I mean, I see mouths that everything is just flat. There's no points on the canines anymore. The molar cusps are flat. A lot of times there's this, we call it acid pooling, these little pothole-like looking things in the molars, and that's a whole another thing that can come with it, but that's a sign of some acid reflux going on.
Okay, so what's the big deal? What's the problem with clenching and grinding?
Well, let's say you're 30 years old and you've got a lot of signs of it. How much structure could we prevent being lost if we would catch it now? Or even at 20. I mean, it can be there very early on.
So one of the big problems then is we're actually wearing the enamel off of our teeth.
And you can't get it back.
Right.
The only way you can get it back if you wear it down so flat is to put a crown on it. Sure. You can't give it back any other way, and that's unfortunate because that's expensive, and you're doing damage to the teeth by putting a crown on in the sense of work.
Fortunately, there are solutions.
There are.
And we'll do that in our next segment
right.
on Medical Montana.